So this is my F150 that I've been having a little trouble out of. The air conditioning doesn't want to work sometimes at low RPMs, and I took it to an air conditioning shop that's supposed to be professional and all, and if you look right down below that, there's the air conditioner compressor. You can see way down in there. And there's a clutch on the front of it. Well, I took it up there, and what it would do is when you were going downhill, the air conditioner quit working. You start up a hill, throw a lot of RPM to the motor, it would start working a little bit back and forth. And 200,000 miles on the truck. Now this is one I got off of something else, but as you can see, the clutch right there, there's an air gap there. Well, this guy at the professional air conditioning place says, oh, you got a bad fan clutch on the motor and it's not pulling enough air. So I go and get a new Motorcraft fan clutch. It's down in there, pretty thing. And yes, it does work and blow air a lot better. And the other one was, pretty old. But so I take it back to him and say, hey, it's doing the same thing. Well, he takes a stick and reaches down in there. As you can see, way down in there, the air compressor. He taps the clutch with a stick. Oh, you got an electrical problem with your clutch. You need to put a new compressor on this truck. New compressor? Yeah, it'll be about $400 installed. And I was like, yeah, but the clutch is the only thing bad. So you think I just need to put a clutch on it? Well, you can do what you want to do, he says, because, I knew you was going to work on it yourself anyway. I was like, well, excuse me. So I started looking on the internet, and I send a message to a buddy of mine about it, and he's like, you just pull that clutch off there, clean it up, and take one of these little spacers out from behind it, and measure your air gap. There's one of the little spacers, and there's an air gap behind that, which is basically the distance between the hub the belt goes on and the clutch itself. And that air gap is supposed to be between 14 thousandths and 30 thousandths. So I take my little handy dandy tool here, and biggest thing I got is, around 25,000. I stick it up in there and it slaps back and forth, and I finally figure out the air gap is roughly 45 thousandths. I was like, well, damn, there's a wonder that clutch ever pulled in. And so it pulled in and started pumping up. So after they taken that little thing out, we come out here and get the old truck. And it's been a good old truck. Nothing wrong with it. Leaks a little bit of fluid here and there sometimes, but got the air conditioning on, fired up, and now that air gap is down quite a bit, let's see, it's spinning. Yep, it's spinning. Now I'm gonna go cut it off. I heard it cut off then, just had a little click going on. See it stop. Now, if there was some way to hold this, but I know I can't. I'm gonna come back around here. And I heard it click. I heard it click as good as anything. Now, do I expect this one to last, that little adjustment to last all the way up to another 200,000 miles? Well, no. I mean, it is mechanical, and there was a lot of wear on that clutch. So, I can't expect it to go that long. Matter of fact, I put another belt on this thing while I was putting that handy dandy fan clutch. But yeah, we got good cold air coming out now. Cut that off one more time. Oh man. And it's hot. All right. Well, I just have to keep my old truck going. Can't afford a new one. Every once in a while I buy something new for it. Got me some 2018 wheels and tires and put on it. You know, I can't buy a $50,000 truck, so I just have to settle for this one. Oh man. So we're gonna shut this thing down. Just thought I'd let you know if you're having an issue, you riding along, you go coasting down a big old hill and the air conditioning starts being lukewarm. Then you start up the next hill pulling a load, like I was pulling a car trailer. I was pulling an old Corvette. And, you know, every time we go up a hill, the air conditioner start working because the engine was slinging high RPM and it would catch that clutch. But it's that air gap. It's that air gap right between this clutch and this hub. That air gap needs to be between 14 and 30, maximum 30. And this one, like I said, was up there at 45, and it was a wonder it would catch. Now, most days it would catch, and then you get going down the road and it just slipped. So we got it cleaned up. While you got it off, I used some brake clean there, clean the surface of it, make sure it sticks good. So we're gonna drive it a while and try it out. Appreciate you visiting me here on the channel. If this helped you in any way, congratulations. I'm glad it did. Trying to save somebody some money from, you know, paying a mechanic that wants you to do $400 or $500 work replacing a whole compressor when this thing would freeze you out when the clutch was engaged. And also, y'all have a great night. Appreciate you. And take it easy. Do what you do what you like. Subscribe, like, share, send it to your friends. We need a new YouTube channel. Good night.